Hi, John and Aaron. How are you two?
Hi, I'm really good, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, fine, thank you. I think I'm the odd one out today because you both have got glorious beards, and here I am, beardless, feeling like an idiot.
I know we look like we're fully involved in isolation, but this is just the normal look.
I'm going to say the Neanderthal look is going to be coming back throughout isolation. Everyone's going to come out of it, or yeah. Hopefully I won't grow the beard, but you two are lovely anyway. So you're described as Derby's entry into the new wave of rock and roll that is sweeping across the United Kingdom. So you're representing Derby.
I'll take that. There are some other great bands from Derby as well, but I'll take that.
Now, you've got big news because you've just released your new album, Eden. That came out on 22nd of May. Tell us about the album.
Well, so yeah. I mean, it's been crowdfunded by our entire fan base, really, and I think that's one of the biggest core things that I've personally felt with the whole album is it really feels like it's not just ours, it's the fans as well. You know, we're a real family. And the same with the new wave of classic rock. It does feel like we're a community and a family. And with the release and everyone posting that they've had the pre-orders and the jumping on the album coming out, streaming it and sharing it, you know, it's such a good vibe. And I think the actual story and identity of the album is really about that as well. So it feels like it's a full circle. Yeah.
And can you tell us about the concept behind it? Because it's called Eden, and the artwork, the cover artwork is really quite psychedelic. So is that what I mean, for people that don't know your music, could you describe what your sound is like? Is it kind of psychedelic?
There are kind of psychedelic influences in there, I think. There's a lot of blues, sort of 70s rock influence, then just sort of hints of psychedelia with a lot of the tracks as well. I mean, a lot of the songs are sort of about how humans kind of mess things up, whether it be relationships, the world that we're living in. And we thought sort of Eden, the Garden of Eden, was kind of a good representation of that. Good
example of where it all started.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've listened to the album. I absolutely love it. You have your debut album was 2017. So how would this new album compare to your last? Do you see it as a progression?
Yeah, I mean the EP 2 was sort of very much where we were at that point. We released obviously a 2-track single after that was kind of a bridge between the two. But this is definitely sort of a progression of where we've come from there.
And what have been the highlights of your career, say, since 2017 until where we are now? Not including lockdown, that doesn't count. But up until lockdown, what's really stood out for you?
I think we've probably all got different highlights, to be honest. Mine was sort of headlining a stage at Why Not Festival. That was a big one for me, but that's a festival I've been to sort of for quite a few years before we played there.
It's where we met, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we've all got that sort of relationship with it. Mine would be probably when we played Planet Rockstock. I think we were at a really good point of the band, but then shortly after that, our original bass player left the band. So I think the past 2 years have been sort of a rebuilding process, but a really positive one, like John said, you know. And I think Eden's the kind of the final point of that, you know, where we've found the bridge between what came before and where we are now, and we've thankfully been able to lay that down in a way that we're all really proud of.
Well, you've got your latest single, Evergreen. So that's taken from your new album. Do you want to talk us through the meaning behind the words?
So Evergreen, so like Harwell was saying, kind of the core of the album's about sort of how humanity sort of messed it up, and then a lot of the material that I've brought to the album's about sort of the idea of how, you know, we've kind of forgotten the simple things and the purity of life and trying to enjoy things. So Evergreen's a tune about a guy who lives in a job he hates. He works in a job he hates, and he falls asleep under a tree and wakes up in this forest called the Evergreen. Right. And no, I wasn't under any drugs when I wrote the song or anything.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No, honestly, it's not. It's just pure nonsense, and it just fell out of my head one day. And And he wakes up in the Evergreen, and then he meets a man in the woods who tells him that life's wonderful, and if you enjoy the simple things, you can rise, and you can be the person that you're meant to truly be, And I really believe in that, about it. About basically the core of it is quit your job and get chickens. That's basically the core of it. But I've tried to put it in more of a sort of 70s inspired musical structure.
And do you know what? I think actually that song couldn't have come out at a better time, because given we're all in lockdown now, a lot of us have come back to a simpler way of life, enjoying nature more, slowing down the pace, and enjoying the simple things, the beauty of the seasons, all of that kind of thing that you would normally maybe not have enough time to even notice when you're rushing around doing a 9 to 5 school run, whatever. So it's kind of taking a step back and getting back to nature, which is something actually I think I want to definitely keep taking forward after lockdown. I think a lot of people will try and incorporate those simpler aspects of life as well into their own lives going ahead. So talking about going ahead, what are your plans for 2021?
Hopefully rescheduling some of the tour dates if we can't do it before 2021. We've already started writing stuff for the new album, sort of while we're in lockdown, just emailing bits to each other and seeing what we like, what we don't like, things like that.
Do you not feel like having a rest? Do you think right, we've just put this album out, let's just relax now? But no, keep going.
Rest's boring.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think we're really hungry after, especially when we went and recorded the album in the middle of Wales, and we kind of grew as a band, having that being in in a studio, staying there for 2 weeks. So I think that we've just come out of it kind of, if anything, hungry to just keep pushing forward and just to keep driving, definitely.
Yeah, like strike while the iron's hot, basically.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best. I hope you're able to reschedule all the dates that you had booked. I know it's a very, very uncertain time for everyone at the moment. So best of luck. Again, congratulations on a brilliant album. Really enjoying it. Guys, if you haven't listened to it yet, it's called Eden. It's out now. Go and check it out. Loved it all and great to speak to you. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
This is rock and roll, ready out to my